Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in this beautiful world. A million times welcome to another podcast, to another episode of the Look Splendid podcast. I'm your host, Daniel. I decided to talk about where exactly do we come from. I'm not talking on Earth. I'm not talking where we were born, where we were physically born, but where do our spirits, where do we really come from? Okay, so I think that's going to be the title of this video. Where do we come from? Before we get into it, please subscribe to the channel. That helps me a lot. Okay, and I've got a lot of videos coming in the next weeks and months. Okay, so if you're subscribed, then you'll be notified when are these coming. Okay, so I appreciate that, really. So yeah, where do we come from? Recently, and it wasn't that recent, I mean it was probably like 2 years ago, maybe 3 years ago, I did a past life regression. Did I do just one? I think I did probably around 2. And I found out that I am an Arcturian, basically. So there's a star system somewhere out there called the Arcturus system, or the Boot, Boote, the Boot star system. And there's a star in that system called Arcturus, if I'm not mistaken. If I'm getting the wrong information, please tell me. Okay, I don't know everything, so I'm just very curious and I find it fascinating. Okay, obviously I looked up, okay, what do these Arcturian people look like? And they look like very blue. They've got very almond-shaped eyes. Some of them have got big heads or big brains. I'm pretty sure you've seen these, all over on the internet. I might put a picture somewhere here or here, I don't know. Okay, so you can have a reference as to what I'm talking about. And there's people that come from the Pleiades system, which is another star system, completely different. And I find that fascinating, because we as us, our bodies, they're incredibly weird and different from all other bodies in the animal kingdom. I mean, there's nothing the closest thing are apes and monkeys. Okay, but even us to them, comparison, we're still very different. Okay, so for example, we find more similarities with pigs, for example, in terms of our heart. Our human heart is actually closer in terms of how it looks to a pig's heart. And that's why when there's heart transplants, if it can't be done between humans, it is a pig's heart is used. I don't know if you know that or if you knew that, but that's what happens. And then you've got other animals like octopus and squids and dolphins, whales that have the incredible sophisticated communication and language system that we don't have. Compared to them, we are incredibly basic. Bats, owls, other kinds of birds, like reptiles as well. It's just like, it's insane how diverse we are and how unique we are. But like humans, we kind of like, it's like we don't fit. So that's why I asked, like, where do we actually come from? And then I found out, it was like, oh, you were actually created, or you were born in these other star constellation, star system, and then you came here because you wanted to experience this human life. You wanted to have this human experience, but you have also an experience in the Boots constellation or in the Pleiades constellation. It's mind-blowing to me to think of that. It's like, I find it so fascinating, and when I think of it, I get a big smile on my face, a big grin, because I'm happy to know that, and it's kind of like somehow as if like my soul, is happy that I'm finding that out. I was like, yes, there you go. Now you know it. Do you know what I mean? And it's a really good feeling. And I was like, okay, I know this body was born here, yes, but I'm not really from here. So that's why you feel, a lot of people feel like, especially nowadays, with what is going on, they feel like so detached from this world and so frustrated from this world. It's like, surely this is not happening. Surely this is not normal. It's not a normal way to function. It's not a normal way to live. I don't feel like I belong here, and that's it. It's a confirmation. It was like, no, we're not from here. We came here. Sure, we were born because we had to be born here, but our spirits, they're not from here. Even our real bodies are not from here. They're elsewhere. Kind of like Avatar type of thing, which, you come to look at Avatar and you go like, oh, I'm wondering if they're telling us exactly what we are. You see what I mean? It's like, we're actually the avatars. Who knows? Tell me what your opinion is. Where do you think we actually come from? Do we just come from here and that's it, from Earth, and that this is all there is? Do we come from somewhere, an actual physical place, whether you call it a planet, whether you call it an outside world, whether you call it just another reality, another dimension? It doesn't matter. Where do you think we actually come from? Leave a comment down below. Like the video if you really like this video. Share it, okay, with the people that you know, your friends, your family, your colleagues, people on the internet, strangers that you don't even know. And please subscribe to the channel. That's gonna really help me out to grow, okay, because I want to help as many people as possible. I've got a lot of more videos coming through in the next few weeks and months, okay? So when you subscribe, you're gonna know when these are coming out, okay? Very grateful for you taking your time to be here with me today. Really appreciate it. Peace and love. Peace and love. Peace and love. Take care of yourself.